Hello everybody, welcome to my channel.
Sophie Ward is an English actress, writer, and former model, best known for her work in both film and television as well as her contributions to literature and advocacy for LGBTQ+ rights. Born on December 30, 1964, in London, England, she is the daughter of actor Simon Ward and his wife Alex Ward, growing up in a family deeply connected to the performing arts. Early life and education. Sophie was raised in London and attended City of London School for Girls before pursuing higher education. She later studied philosophy and literature at the Open University, demonstrating an early interest in intellectual and creative pursuits beyond acting. Her education helped shape her later work as a novelist and essayist. Acting career. Ward began her career at a young age, first appearing in films as a teenager. She made her film debut in Full Circle, 1977, and gained attention for her ethereal beauty and natural acting style. Her early breakout role came with Young Sherlock Holmes, 1985, where she played Elizabeth Hardy, the romantic interest of the young detective. The film gave her international exposure and remains one of her most memorable performances. Throughout the 1980s and 1990s, Ward appeared in a range of British and international productions. Notable credits include Wuthering Heights, 1978, in which she portrayed Cathy Earnshaw, displaying emotional intensity in one of literature's most tragic roles. Return to Oz, 1985, where she played Mombi 2, showcasing her versatility in fantasy storytelling. Book of Blood, 2009, a Clive Barker horror adaptation that highlighted her ability to move between genres. A Village Affair, 1995, an ITV drama that became notable for its sensitive portrayal of a same-sex relationship, one of the earliest on British television. On television, she appeared in many beloved British series, including Heartbeat, Holby City, Casualty, Judge John Deed, Landgirls, and The Inspector Lynley Mysteries. Ward's stage career is also extensive, with performances at prestigious venues such as the National Theatre and the Royal Court, where she explored both classical and contemporary plays. Writing career. Beyond acting, Sophie Ward has built a respected career as a writer. Her debut novel, Love and Other Thought Experiments, 2020, was longlisted for the Booker Prize, earning praise for its originality and philosophical depth. The novel combines science, love, and metaphysics, reflecting her academic interests in philosophy and human relationships. She has also contributed essays and articles to various publications, exploring topics such as identity, sexuality, and the intersection of science and philosophy. Personal life and advocacy. Sophie Ward made headlines in the 1990s when she publicly came out as gay, becoming one of the first British actresses to do so openly. Her openness and eloquence have made her an influential voice in the LGBTQ+ community. She entered a civil partnership with writer and curator Rena Brannon in 2000, and they later married when same-sex marriage became legal in England. Together, they have been advocates for equality and visibility within the arts. Ward has two sons, Nathaniel and Joshua, from her previous marriage to veterinary surgeon Paul Hobson. Legacy and influence. Over the decades, Sophie Ward has earned admiration not only for her elegance and intelligence as an actress but also for her courage and integrity as a public figure. She continues to balance her acting and writing careers while contributing to discussions about love, truth, and the human condition. Her career, spanning over 4 decades, showcases her versatility, from period dramas to literary fiction, and her commitment to authenticity and thought-provoking storytelling. Expanded acting career. Sophie Ward's acting career spans over 40 years, during which she has taken on roles in film, television, and theater that showcase her versatility. Her early work in Young Sherlock Holmes, 1985, earned her international recognition, but she never allowed herself to be typecast. Some other significant roles include The House of Elliot, 1991 to 1994, a popular BBC drama where she had a guest appearance, exploring themes of ambition and independence. A Village Affair, 1995, her role as Alice Jordan in this groundbreaking ITV drama brought critical acclaim for its sensitive depiction of same-sex love in a conservative setting. Landgirls, 2009 to 2011, portraying a woman navigating life during World War II, blending historical drama with rich character development. Ward's stage work is equally impressive. She performed in classics like Shakespearean plays and modern dramas at the National Theatre, Royal Court, and West End theatres, earning praise for her emotional depth and nuanced performances. Critics often highlight her ability to portray complex, intellectual women with a quiet strength. Writing and literary career. In recent years, Sophie Ward has shifted more focus to writing, merging her love of storytelling with philosophical inquiry. Love and Other Thought Experiments, 2020, this debut novel blends science, philosophy, and love, telling the story of a young scientist exploring artificial intelligence, identity, and human connection. It was praised for being intellectually ambitious yet emotionally resonant. Ward's essays and articles often touch on science, ethics, sexuality, and personal identity, reflecting her background in philosophy and her interest in exploring what it means to be human. Her writing has been described as elegant, thought-provoking, and courageous, addressing topics that challenge societal norms while remaining deeply personal. Personal life and advocacy. Sophie Ward has been a trailblazer for LGBTQ+ representation in British media. Coming out publicly in the 1990s, she helped normalize discussions about sexuality in the arts during a time when such openness was rare. She has been in a long-term relationship with Rena Brannan, a writer and curator. Their partnership has been visible in media discussions about equality and LGBTQ+ rights. Ward has two sons, Nathaniel and Joshua, from a previous marriage to veterinarian Paul Hobson. She often speaks about balancing motherhood with a demanding career in the arts. She continues to advocate for equal representation of LGBTQ+ people in film, television, and literature, as well as supporting young artists exploring gender and sexuality. Legacy and influence. Sophie Ward's impact can be seen in three main areas: artistic versatility, from period dramas to horror films, stage productions, and philosophical novels. She has continually expanded her artistic range. Literary and intellectual contributions. Her novels and essays reflect a mind deeply engaged with questions about love, identity, and ethics, earning her recognition beyond acting. Cultural advocacy. By living openly as a lesbian and addressing social issues, she has become a role model for authenticity and courage in the arts. Ward remains a respected figure in British culture, admired for her intelligence, elegance, and integrity. She represents a rare combination of artistic talent, intellectual depth, and social consciousness. Career highlights and milestones. Early career, 1970s to 1980s. Ward began acting as a teenager, quickly gaining attention for her natural screen presence. Wuthering Heights, 1978, played Kathy Earnshaw, showing early depth in portraying intense emotional roles. Full Circle, 1977, one of her first film roles, establishing her in British cinema. Young Sherlock Holmes, 1985, her international breakthrough as Elizabeth Hardy, combining charm and intelligence in a memorable performance. Return to Oz, 1985, a cult favorite fantasy film where she played Mombi 2, blending whimsy with darker elements. 1990s. Establishing Range and Visibility, A Village Affair, 1995, one of the first British TV dramas to explore a lesbian relationship, bringing Ward critical acclaim for her sensitive portrayal. Guest appearances on series like The House of Elliot, Heartbeat, and Holby City, showcasing her versatility in period dramas, contemporary stories, and medical series. Continued stage work at the Royal Court Theatre and National Theatre, performing both classical and contemporary plays. 2000s. Mature roles and genre exploration roles in horror adaptations like Book of Blood, 2009, demonstrated her adaptability and willingness to take risks. Appeared in historical dramas like Landgirls, 2009 to 2011, portraying women navigating wartime Britain with emotional depth. Featured in legal and crime dramas such as Judge John Deed and The Inspector Lynley Mysteries, further cementing her reputation as a reliable and compelling actress. Literary career, 2010s present. Ward's philosophical and literary interests led her to writing, merging science, ethics, and human relationships in fiction. Love and Other Thought Experiments, 2020, her debut novel, longlisted for the Booker Prize, mixes romance, science, and philosophy. The novel has been praised for its intellectual sophistication and emotion.
Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.